Hey sis, I'm Laura Fuchs, the Chief Encouragement Officer here at Light Speaks Loudest. Welcome to week 1 of our Arise Bible study. Over the next 10 weeks, we're going to dig into the book of Esther as well as reflect upon our lives and also look at what it means to arise to whatever challenges or situations come our way. As we get started, I encourage you to go ahead and print off the workbook so that way you have it ready to go as we go through the rest of the video, and I'll make sure to give you time to pause so you can answer the questions and do the activities along the way. Let's be real, this past year or so of the pandemic has been completely different than I think what any of us pictured. And I don't know about you, sis, but I've heard the word unprecedented plenty of times, maybe enough to never hear it again in my lifetime. All of that to be said, I know that there have been a lot of range of emotions, feelings, and things that happened over this past year. So whether you have suffered from being away from others or being isolated, there could be feelings of disappointment, loneliness, or maybe you really enjoyed spending some more time alone and reflecting and, with your family, and that's great too. But I think it's really important that we just spend a few minutes looking back and seeing what stood out to us over this past year plus. So I'm going to ask you to pause your video and then go answer questions 1 and 2 in the guide, and then come back to me. As you might already know, the theme for this season is Arise, and it comes from Isaiah 60 verse 1, which reads, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." The Hebrew word for arise is kum, and this is a verb meaning to awaken, to stand up, or to get up from a sitting, lying, or kneeling position. In the context of Isaiah, it's an invitation to God's people to really embrace and love the presence of the Messiah, aka Jesus, who they have been waiting so long for. All throughout the Bible, we see God calling and equipping his people to get up from where they've been and to step into new challenges or situations that they probably never expected for themselves. So, we are going to look at one of those stories from the book of Esther. To get started, I'm going to ask you to watch a little introductory video from Bible Project. And just as a side note, I personally will watch their videos pretty much before I start any book of the Bible because I love understanding the context and background and all the details that I wouldn't really necessarily know as somebody living when I live and where I live. So it's a great resource and I hope that you enjoy it. You can find that by going to the description in this video and clicking the link there, or going to bibleproject.com/explore/video/Esther. So go watch that video. It's about 9 minutes, and then meet me right back here. Did you catch that at the very end of the video, sis? The book of Esther reminds us to trust God even when we can't see him working. Now, I want you to take a few minutes to reflect on how God's been working in your life over the past year or so. So go ahead and answer questions 3 and 4 in your workbook and then come back here. I want you to keep thinking about those things that you're grateful for as we get integrated back into normal life, because we can step forward courageously with bold confidence and joy, not in our situation or our circumstances, which constantly change throughout our entire lives, but in the Lord, who has been there for us throughout the pandemic and is still there for us now. I hope this has been a great first week for you, and I'll see you next week where we'll dive into chapter 1 of the book of Esther. Bye.